along and buckle in. Ollie's tales are about to begin. Click like and subscribe, and come along for the ride. Let's have some fun. Join me for story 1.
Oops, don't tell Mom welcomes you to join Ollie on his next adventure. Today's adventure is... held something he had not seen before. He held it up with a curious grin. What kind of wildness could I begin? Play a marching tune, he thought. Too loud. That'll stir even the grumpy crowd. The library, quiet and perfectly neat, was the perfect on his next adventure.
Let me give you something to do. And join me for story 2.
Ollie versus the bully. Welcome to Oops, Don't Tell Mom, where trouble brews but ends in calm. Today's tale? A lunchroom feud. Some flan, some fun, and attitude. Don't try this at your school or home. No flan should fly, no mash should roam. Food is for eating, not for war. Or you'll mop the lunchroom floor. A bully bold, a plan well made, a friendship tested, then repaid. Settle in, we're glad you came. Let's dive into the flan-filled game. Blake knocked Sam's tray, then stole his cap away. Ollie was mad but didn't speak. The third time it happened this week. The whole lunchroom had seen how Blake was always being mean. He poured pudding over Sam's head. Blake's friends laughed. Ollie saw red. Today, Ollie had had enough. But Blake was big and he was tough. Blake had humiliated Sam before, but Ollie decided to take no more. Ollie came up with a clever plan to outsmart Blake with pudding flan. The problem was, Sam was now left out, being the spectacle in every giggle, smirk, and shout. Food fight, Ollie screamed, throwing his flan. It splatted Blake and stuck to the man. Noah laughed and bounced with delight, joining Ollie in his food fight. A spoonful of mash flew over a tray, and was all about.
Another story for you to see. Join me for story 3. Welcome to Oops, Don't Tell Mom. Today's tale? Butterflies, Trouble, and Calm. Kids, don't try this stuff at home. Grown-ups hate it when bugs roam. Ollie was bouncing right out of his seat. The class was learning. Today was a treat. Caterpillars, said Miss Lee, turn and grow into butterflies. Soon you'll all know. But Ollie frowned and slumped in his chair. I'll miss it. They'll hatch when I'm not there. That afternoon during messy art fun, he drew a bright butterfly under the sun. At break, he searched every flower bed, but no caterpillars turned up near the shed. I know where they are, Ollie gave a sly grin. They're in the jar on the desk. They're locked in. So after the bell with the hallway clear, Ollie crept in with a ninja cheer. He scooped up the jar. No one saw a thing. It rattled once, then the school bell rings. He zipped it tight inside his bag and marched on home with a suspicious sag. He slipped up the stairs without a peep, with secrets and bugs he vowed to keep. From the attic he dragged down a heater with care, then built a fort with blankets and flare. They need it warm, he proudly said, as he plugged in the lamp by the edge of the bed. He cracked the lid to let the heat through. Soon I'll see wings of red and blue. Just then he heard the doorbell ring. Gran and Gramps, he cheered with a spring. Downstairs he dashed with cake in sight, and butterflies fluttered into the light. Quiet now, said Mom. No clatter or cheer. Dad's in a Zoom meeting he mustn't hear. Let's have some tea and a slice of cake. But only if we sit still, no noise we make. One landed gently on Grandma's slice. Well, that's odd, she said, but nice. Then more burst out from behind the chair. Scruff barked wildly and leapt in the air. One landed on the window. Then there was two. Ollie wondered, what should I do? In came butterflies 3 and 4. When Ollie looked, there was even more. Staring hard with a wagging tail, his body tense like a coiled-up sail. Eyes locked on wings, he was ready to jump. The curtains hit the floor with a bump. Curtains flew as Scruff gave chase, dragging half the room through the place. He zoomed past Dad mid-meeting call. What on earth? Dad yelped in the hall. The laptop crashed in a butterfly blur, as Ollie froze still, unsure what occurred. Ollie just stared, not saying a word. Ollie blinked twice, not sure what he heard. I'm sorry, Ollie cried out loud. It was me who let out the fluttery crowd. Mom sighed. Ollie, stealing isn't right, even if bugs bring you sheer delight. They called Miss Lee and told her the tale. She giggled so hard she nearly turned pale. A story like that deserves an A. But write it down. That's your punishment today. Together they opened the windows wide. Fly free, said Dad. Go on, outside. One landed softly upon Ollie's nose, its wings so light like painted prose. They are magic, he whispered in awe, then turned to his mom, full of wonder and flaw. Next time I'll ask, not sneak and hide. That's better, said Dad, with you by our side. And that's another butterfly-brained Ollie tale, with forts, bugs, and curtain trail. Thanks for watching. Oops, don't tell Mom, where chaos and kindness go hand in palm. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned tight for mischief and lessons and giggles at night. And remember, if you're ever in doubt, magic still finds its way out. But no matter the flutter or flub you bring, never trap wonders, they're meant to take wing. If you are ready for some more, join me for Story 4. Welcome to Oops, Don't Tell Mom, where mischief meets giggles and lessons get learned, sometimes the hard way. Today's episode is called Ollie Tries to Hide His Homework. Will his plan work out, or will Scruff sniff out the truth? Let's find out. And remember, don't try this at home, unless your dog has better grades than you. Ollie sat at his small red desk, pencil poised, though not doing his best. He huffed and puffed and rolled his eyes, then stared out at the sunny skies. Homework's boring, Ollie moaned. I'd rather do anything else, he groaned. He turned to the camera with a grin. I've got a plan. I'll sneakily win. He peeked around. No one in sight. Time to hide his homework just right. He checked his drawers beneath the bed, and then a thought popped in his head. The laundry basket. That will do. It's full of socks, and smells like shoe. He stuffed his math beneath the shirt, then wiped his hands upon the dirt. With homework hidden, Ollie cheered, grabbed his dino gear, then disappeared. He marched and roared and leapt around, till toys were scattered on the ground. He told his T-Rex, You're the king. You rule the room and everything. But just then came a soft mom knock. Ollie froze. He checked the clock. Homework done, his mother asked. Ollie nodded. Yep, all tasks. Just then, in walked Scruff the pup, who sniffed and sneezed and shook things up. Let's see your work, his mother said. Ollie gulped. Scruff took it instead. Scruff barked loud and wagged his tail, then darted off like chasing mail. Scruff dashed off with sock and sheep, with Ollie's homework clamped in his teeth. They raced outside, Mom close behind, while Ollie panicked in his mind. Around the yard, through mud and swing, Scruff dodged like a ninja king. slipped beneath the garden gate, but Ollie shouted, "Wait! Wait! Wait!" They cornered Scruff by Grandpa's shed, where homework flapped atop his head. Mom grabbed the pages, soaked and chewed, and gave a look not misconstrued. Ollie tiptoed, 1 foot then 2, but Mom called back, "Not done with you." She held the mess up in her hand. "Explain this now so I understand." Ollie groaned and scratched his neck. "Okay, I faked it. Didn't think you would check." Mom gave a smirk and grabbed a pen. "Then let's do homework once again." She handed him a silly page. Question 1. What's your dino's age? Now spell banana backwards fast, and write 10 words that end in blast. What's 5 plus socks plus Scruff's big sneeze? And why do jelly beans hate cheese? Molly laughed. "This isn't right," she said. "Then do your real one tonight." He sighed, then nodded. "Yeah, okay. It's better I do this rather than your way." Mom smiled and passed him the math sheet. Honest work can't be beat. He did his work with careful flair, as Scruff lay chewing by his chair, and as he wrote each careful line, he muttered, "Next time, I'll do it fine." Thanks for watching Ollie's latest adventure. If you had fun, click like and subscribe to join Ollie next time, where things might get even messier, but always end with a smile. See you soon on Oops, Don't Tell Mom. Ollie removes his cap. Sorry, folks, that's a wrap.